If you are a lady, or I guess if you identify as a lady, but if you're a lady, they will give you a boob job. So like, there you go. That's a perk. What's up, y'all? It's Dave, the Military Millionaire. I wanted to do another quick reaction to a video that I saw online, and this one's from Aaron Badley. It's about a year old, and he's talking about all the free stuff you get by joining the military and all the different benefits. First off, I wanted to kind of touch on his answers, and then I want to give you my thoughts. But I also want to say this, and I think this is important up front. If you're joining the military or thinking about joining the military, the benefits should not be the reason you join. You will be unhappy. And that's just flat out. If you join simply for the benefits and no other reason, it's not, I loved the military, but it is not an easy job. And if you're joining just for college, like, you're gonna hate it at some point. Then you're gonna be super jaded. It's not gonna be worth it for you. If you're joining just for the VA loan, like, the VA loan's incredible, but it's not worth doing a job you hate for 4 or 5 years, right? Like, just use the FHA loan. I would say the single biggest deciding factor for joining the military should be service. Like, if you want to serve your country, if you want to join a group that's bigger than yourself, if you want to be a part of something bigger than yourself, if you want to change the world, quote unquote, like, if you want adventure, if you want travel, if you want all those things, like, absolutely join the military. Join the military for, like, the intangible, like, things that'll help you as a person, like purpose and identity and values and mission and discipline and confidence and all the things that'll go carry on with you throughout life. But if you're joining just for the benefits, you're not necessarily going to be happy. And realistically, it doesn't help the military as much, because then you got a bunch of people who aren't happy because they joined for the wrong reasons. The benefits are icing on the cake. And I say this as a former recruiter for the military, right? Honestly, I'm gonna call it out. His first two answers are self-serving. So his first answer is that the SCRA waives the fees on credit cards. And then he talks about how amazing the Amex Platinum and the Amex Gold are. And then he drops his Amex referral link in the video chat, or in the links, right? So he's an affiliate. He gets points if you join, you get points if you join. It's a win-win, but also, like, it wasn't called out that it's an affiliate. And I think it's a little odd to hear that waiving a $300 fee once a year on a credit card is his favorite or the best benefit by joining the military. It's a decent benefit, but let's call it what it is. It's a $300 fee off a credit card. It's peanuts. His second was the discounts you receive. First off, most vets make fun of people who walk in and ask for a military discount. Like, don't get me wrong, it's great that people give you discounts, but if you're, like, if I'm a business and I want to give you a discount, great, enjoy it, take it, do the thing. But if you're just walking into every business and you're like, hey, do you have a military discount? Like, I don't know, you're not as special as you might think. Nobody owes you that. They do it as a favor. And I think it's like the holding the door thing, right? It's like, I want to hold the door for a lady because I want to be a gentleman. But if that lady assumes that I'm going to hold the door, expects me to hold the door, and stands there with her arms crossed until I hold the door, I'm not holding the damn door. Like, get fucked. So you're not entitled to it. I want to do it because I want to show you that I appreciate you. But once it's not appreciated and it's expected, like, you ruined it. Sorry. So I think same effect with, like, military benefits. They're great. I love them. You should get the discounts at places that want to give it to you. Don't be the douche canoe who runs around like, ooh, you got a discount? Ooh, you got a discount? Like, oh, I want a discount. I only shop at places with discounts. Oh, where's my discount? I deserve a discount. Like, no. Let them be nice to you. Don't expect it. Also, he mentions that and then immediately goes into a commercial essentially for Mint Mobile giving a discount for service members, which I don't even know if it's mentioned on here that it's a sponsored video, but that was clearly a sponsored video post. So those were the first two answered, an affiliate link and a sponsored link. Then he gives, like, let's see. So on the discount one, he talks for 1.5 minutes, almost 2 minutes. And then for the VA loan, he talks for like 30 seconds. And then from there, he goes to tuition assistance. And then he goes to laser eye surgery, free gyms, and basic living costs. Now, okay, here, we're going to cover a couple of these. The free gyms, he's right. The gyms are really nice in the military. They are free. I do love that benefit. I think that's huge. Fitness is obviously important to the military, and it's important for us as humans, especially entrepreneurs or people who want to take care of their health, right? Like, I love the gym. I'm definitely not like I've done some half Ironmans, but I'm not like your lean and mean, run a million miles guy anymore. I'm a pick up heavy weight, drop it on the floor dude who's in the 1,000-pound club. Should be close to the 1,250-pound club by the end of this month. And I like slinging heavy weights. Now, it is what it is. The laser surgery, right? Like, I had PRK. I've had that surgery. There's LASIK and there's PRK. I had PRK, which is the more permanent one, but also the slower healing process. It was amazing. I had vision. Now I have great vision. I love it. That is a really good benefit. Side note on the like kind of cosmetic surgery, or like, I don't say optional surgery, opt-in surgery. There's a word they use for it, but like that kind of surgery. If you are a lady, or I guess if you identify as a lady, but if you're a lady, they will give you a boob job. So like, there you go. That's a perk. Now, I'm not saying like everybody gets a boob job. You get a boob job, you get a boob job, you get a boob job. But like, there are ways to have conversations about confidence and everything that will actually allow the military to pay for a boob job. I've known people who got that done. I don't know all the logistics. My boobs come from bench press and things like that. And they're not fake. So I have no idea. I've never been through that process. But I have gotten PRK. You go to the optometrist. If you're qualified, you sign up. I would say Hawaii is like the best place to do it, because like San Diego has like a 3-year wait and Hawaii was like 4 to 6 months. Tuition assistance. Tuition assistance is huge. Absolutely agree with him there. Tuition assistance, solid. You get to go to school for free while you're in. I got my associate's degree while I was in. I got friends who got their bachelor's while they were in. I have friends who got their master's while they were in. I got friends who got their doctorate while they were in, all paid for by the service. And then let's say you go and get a bachelor's, you can use your master's or your GI Bill then for the master's degree. So the tuition assistance, GI Bill, the free college, both while you're in and the paid for education when you're out, are huge. And there are benefits that not enough people really truly take care of. So I absolutely agree with those. I think those are phenomenal. And then we've got basic living costs. Yeah, basic allowance for housing, huge. You know, comrades or the chow hall, huge. I know people say the chow hall sucks. The chow hall doesn't suck. The chow hall is pretty good food. And you have to pick what you eat. Like if you eat the burgers, you're not going to think it's as good as if you eat like the healthy food, because it's not going to be the same quality of food. So you're not going to feel as good after. And yeah, you're right. It's not Domino's pizza, but it's pizza. Like, don't be so picky. It's free. It is free cafeteria food. It's not bad. It's better than anything you got in school. It's better than like most buffets you'll find anywhere, like Golden Corral. It's better than Golden Corral. And it's decent food. And it's gonna, you know, the quality of it's gonna depend on what you choose to eat in the chow hall. But it's paid for and it's affordable. Even if you pay out of pocket for it, it is cheaper than anywhere else you are going to be able to eat off base. The basic allowance for housing is huge. Now, he missed some other ones in here, and I'm gonna just nail them real quick. Not him, I'm gonna nail the benefits. We've got SGLI. You get $400,000, I think it's actually $500,000 now in life insurance, term life insurance for the duration of the time you serve. That is a big benefit. You pay like nothing for that compared to what you would pay anywhere else. And it's good for you for any time you're in the service. So if you're in a dangerous job, they compensate for that. It'll take care of your loved ones if you pass away. And then we've got TRICARE and whatever the other one, the dental is. So medical and dental. I know everybody's like, oh, TRICARE sucks, you know, blah, blah. It's a negative connotation. Like, honestly, while I was in the military, I had my appendix out, I had PRK, I had my PCL replaced in my left knee, I had a bunch of other stuff, and they all fixed it well. And my ex-wife had a kid. Like, we had a kid when she was at Tripler in Hawaii, paid for. I have friends who spent months in the NICU with a kid. It would have cost them literally hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it was free. They don't even see the bill because they were in the military. You got the PRK, you got the appendix, you got the knee surgery, you've got people with shoulder surgeries, back surgeries, you know, medication that you don't pay for, all kinds of crazy things that are covered. So it may not be the top of the line service ever, anywhere, best, better, best, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It is good enough, and it's free for you, which is phenomenal. And the dental, solid. I got a cleaning every 6 months. I had my share of random things here and there, like cavities or whatever that popped up. I have a permanent retainer, so I had to get cleanings more often. All was good, all taken care of, all great. And that's awesome. That adds up. Anyone paying for health insurance right now knows how much that adds up. So yeah, it might not be the best health insurance in the world, but it's not $1,000 a month either. So you got the housing allowance, you got the medical, dental, you've got the basic allowance for housing, you've got cost of living allowance if you are stationed off base or in a more expensive area. And I would also say this, if you don't know how the pay stuff works, if it says allowance after it or in it, basic allowance for housing, the cost of living allowance, the basic allowance for subsistence, I think is what it's called, or sustenance, like the actual chow hall food. All of those are allowances. So if it says allowance in the name, it's tax exempt. So let's say you live in Hawaii and you get $3,000 a month in BAH, not taxed. And you get $1,000 a month in COLA, not taxed. And you still get the $300 a month in BAS, not taxed. So let's say that's $4,300. It would probably be more because I'd be willing to bet cost of living allowance in BAH are higher now in Hawaii. But let's say it's $4,300 a month, not taxed. That means that like $55,000 of your, actually it's probably like $52,000 of your salary is not taxed. To put that in perspective, to make $52,000 untaxed, you would need to make like $80,000 taxed to equal that. So you're basically getting $80,000 in pay, not taxed. And that's huge. So your W-2 taxable salary might be $44,000, but really you're bringing in $96,000. Because you're only taxed on the 44, you would need to make like $124,000 to equivalent what you're currently making. When I left the military, I think in San Diego, it said I was making the equivalent of like $128,000 a year. So people don't know how to read their W-2 well enough, or their leave an earnings statement, to understand how the taxes play into this. And I think that's one of the biggest benefits. You make less money taxable in the service because they compensate you in untaxed income, which saves you a fortune and makes that version of your pay actually exponentially more valuable. And so that's often overlooked. Same with your disability pay. If you get disability pay, let's say you get $1,000 a month, it actually counts towards, like if you're getting a mortgage, they count it as $1,250 a month. They count it as 25% higher because it's tax exempt. So if you make $4,000 a month, they count it as $60,000 a year instead of $48,000 a year because it's not taxed. So I think that benefit of being in a lower tax bracket than you should be and being taxed less than you would be because you're earning less because they're allowances, not salary, is huge. So there's a lot of different benefits here. The VA loan is obviously my favorite. 0 down, best primary residence mortgage in the world. You can use it for house hacking. I would highly recommend that. I've got entire videos on this, so definitely check that out. And then I would say outside of that, there are other benefits, but those are my favorites. And I guess another one with the SCRA is if you have an interest rate higher than 6% when you join the military, you can use the SCRA to drop it to 6%. And I can't guarantee this, but I actually know somebody who got a bank to drop the interest rate on an apartment building they bought to 6% when they joined the military because of the SCRA. Now, they're not required to do that because that was like an investment property, but they did it, and that's awesome. It saved him like $1,000 a month on the apartment complex, which is super cool. So there's a lot of different benefits out there. I don't think the credit card fees is the best, and I don't think the discounts are the best. I think those are like small wins, and I think if you believe those are the best, that you're thinking too small. You're not thinking long term. Because if you're thinking long term, 0 down on a home with a better interest rate is incredible. College for free, incredible. Food, housing, medical, dental, paid for, incredible. All of those paid for gives you the ability to live a life that a lot of people don't have without having to pay taxes on the income, and it's just a solid setup. So I hope this helped. Again, not bashing on Aaron. He's got some good points in there. He really does. I saw his video and I wanted to make my own version. I hope you got something out of this. If you did, please make sure you subscribe and have a great freaking day.